Now you probably can hear me. All right, here we go. All right. What's up, Phil? What's up, Cuban Harold Smith, Mr. Guap? How you doing? Thank you for coming on. I enjoy you guys stopping by. I just wanted to drop on and yeah, good. Uh, let you know what's going on. Why I haven't been dropping as much material lately and stuff like that. I've got some things going on at home. Um, Probably going to be changing here soon. Um, in terms of my schedule, my live schedule is probably going to change also because I am about to go work for this company right here, 3M, on the third shift, so I can make some good money um, and a lot of hours. So I'm gonna, hey Pippa, hi Max, what's up, Baby Bachelor? So that's what's been going on. What's up, Tyler? That's what's going on. That's why I haven't been doing as much. There's a lot of shit going on at home. Unfortunately, it's not good shit, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Uh, I'll talk about that shit more later. If you guys haven't gone and if you guys haven't gone and checked out Fogging Out with Batman, Anger Rabbit opinion video is pretty kick ass. He vapes it at like 720 something watts. Fucking crazy. Who would ever vape at 720 watts, like a 1.2 ohm build, 40 wrap, Nichrome 90 dual coil, so he's got 80 wraps going on at one time in that fucking thing. It's like, what the fuck? Hey, what's up, Tommy? Yeah, thanks, Tyler. Don't My dogs are being fucking ass clowns right now. They're but yeah, no, it's not for lack of stuff to do or anything like that. I've got a lot of stuff that I have to take care of here on my end. Um, I'm gonna be moving out to my cousin's house and shit like that. So I don't know how good his internet is out there. I don't think it's very good at all. But yeah, it is. Again, it is what it is. If I have to hotspot from my telephone, I can do that. Um, but it's probably going to be happening in the next few months. I will continue to put out videos and stuff like that. The 3M gig is supposed to start pretty soon. I just got to go do the physical. I'll be a warehouse operator. It basically means I'll be moving boxes around, packing boxes, shit like that. But it's a great opportunity. I can work as much as I want. They have mandatory overtime. They pay a time and a half for overtime, and then double time for Sundays and holidays. With it coming up into the holiday season, it's probably going to be fucking nonstop work. So I'll be going probably 12 hours a day. Some people say months on end. Um, During the holidays, I used to work 7 days a week, so that was not unusual. But the unusual part would be the physical aspect of it. It's not like I'm really out of shape. I'm not really that out of shape. I'm probably 30 pounds overweight, roughly. But other than that, I just yeah, it's my chance to fucking go out and start a new chapter in my life. My kids will certainly um, always be there. I'm not going to see them as much for sure. But again, it is what it is. Nothing really I can do about that. It has nothing to do with like infidelity or anything like that. It's just kind of me and my wife have grown apart, and sometimes that happens. She had she has a busy career herself, and uh, just things just aren't the same. But yeah, if you notice, the last couple of weeks I haven't been quite the same cheery uppity guy, and that was because honestly my future was looking kind of bleak in terms of in terms of like what my career options were. It was kind of interesting because I went and I applied for a job as a paratransit driver or Pace. Well, they pay $12 an hour, and they only give you 40 hours. And if you do the math on that, that's not. I know a lot of people say $12 an hour is fucking awesome. For me, that was like, oh my god, it's like the bottom of the barrel. So then I was like, well, I have to get a second job. So then I went and I applied at Amazon, and then they're like, you can work Amazon Fresh, and I'm like, oh great. So I go in and I do the interview part there, and they offer it's 12 and a quarter an hour. But it's only 15 hours a week. So it's like, again, that's like, even if you add the two together, uh, yeah. um, yeah, I know. I have not had Pounded by a food fighter. I have not had the opportunity to try it. So then, as I was sitting there in the parking lot, after doing the interview to work at Amazon, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I'm going to be like working in 30 degree, 35-degree refrigerator for 5 hours a day, or a -10 freezer, picking out fucking food for people and putting it into a box. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, man, this isn't cool at all. I'm 47 years old and I don't need fucking that bullshit. I'd rather do something where I'm busting my ass constantly. And I mean busting my ass. I don't care. I'm not afraid of hard work. Uh, so then right as I was sitting there thinking about this shit, I get the fucking email saying, you passed the fucking test. And I was like, oh my God. Because it was interesting. The interview process is kind of interesting. You go in, you sit in this large conference room, and there was 25 other people in there. Good morning, Shane. What's up, Wardy? You're sitting in this conference room, and there's 25 other fuckers, and you look down, and there's two sets of tests. Now, I never went to college. I'm a GED motherfucker, and that's because I found school to be really boring. I couldn't sit there. So they have you do these mechanical interrelation tests and stuff like that. And I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, it's just a puzzle, you just gotta, which gear turns which way. If this pulley turns this way, what will this pulley direction be? Or there's a shape and pattern kind of combination type thing, where you have to sit there and figure it out. And they give you 25 questions and you have a half hour to do it. And the first part, there's two parts. So, anyways, I do them both, and I'm like, wow, I did really well. And I'm looking around the room, and most of these people are all like college graduates and shit like that. And I'm looking at them. I'm in there with like a fucking t-shirt on. They're all dressed up, whatever. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching them one by one as they get taken out of the room. Well, behind us is the window where everybody walks by, and hey, what's up, Beast Mode? And as I'm sitting there, I'm seeing these people. They get taken out, and the guy shakes their hand, and they lead them down the hall. And I look over my shoulder, and I see him walking out the glass door. And I'm slowly sitting there. I'm like, well, there's 20 left. I'm still here. There's 15 left. I'm still here. Holy shit, I'm still fucking here. There's 10 left. Holy fuck, I'm still here. I couldn't believe. I'm like, man, holy shit. And then there's 5 left. I'm still fucking here. Holy fuck, this high school dropout kid that just got his GED is still. All these college motherfuckers are walking out the door. And then there's 4 left. And then there's the 3 of us left, and we all go, we turn to each other and we go, good luck. I mean, you wish everybody good luck. You don't ever want to see anybody not get the opportunity to get a good job. And the 3M plant that I'm going to go work at. Yeah, I know. The 3M plant that I'm going to work at is the biggest in the United States. So and they make everything there. It's crazy. So, anyways, I get called. There's 3 left, and I get called in to meet the lady from HR, and we sit down, and she looks at me. And we started talking. She's like, "Oh yeah, what did you used to do?" And I was like, "Well, I used to be a jeweler, and I did the same thing. I did the same thing for 30 plus years at one job. And, when she starts asking me these questions, they're all based on people that have had like multiple jobs, like they've been in and out jobs. And I'm just like, honestly, I couldn't say, hey, what's up, Frank? And, I couldn't answer. So I was like, well, some of these I really can't answer because I've never been in that position. I've always had the same job. I always, um, I always had the same job. So for me, it was like, so they're like, well, what happens if, had a confrontation with, an employee? Well, I'm like, motherfucker, man. I worked at a place where we had, five people, and it was the same people for, 15 years. Um, I just used an example of we did have one employee that she was chronically late. I was, vice president of the company. So, uh, thank you, Pippa. So, I did have that one experience with it, and that's what I fell back. I was like, the first thing that I did, she was like, well, just give us an example. I'm like, we had this one employee, she was chronically late. Uh, and before I went any further, I was like, well, she's like, well, what was the outcome of that situation? So I was like, well, she was chronically late. So I had to call her into the office, sit down, and the first thing you want to do, you want to find out what the person's problem is. Why are they having that type of issue? She wasn't like a confrontational person or like a fighter. It wasn't like that. It was the chronic tardiness. So, I sat down and we talked, and she was, she's like, well, she's like, I couldn't afford the extra time for the babysitter for my kid. She's like, so I had to push my time at home to the absolute maximum in order for me to be able to afford childcare. Um, so I was like, well, what the outcome was is that I offered her a little bit more money per week to cover the cost of the child care. But I also came with the caveat of if you continue to be late, and I'm going to give you a number because you are coming a big distance, I will have to terminate. So then the lady's like, wow, that's a really good answer. And she had all of these different questions like that. But again, me working one job, I didn't have experience with a lot of those scenarios that she threw out there. But in the whole interview process, I'm sitting there and I'm talking with her. Yeah, yeah, man. Thank you, Shane. Um, you know, when you do one job your whole life, you kind of get in a rut. And I was really in a rut. I had to make a decision this year to shut the company down because I bought the company after the owner retired. So I went ahead and I bought the company um, 3 or 4 years ago. But the jewelry industry is like this. It's just in general, no matter where you go to like what they call Jewelers Row, which is the main center of where people go and buy engagement rings and birthday presents and shit like that. Most people these days don't mind my dogs. Shut up, you dumbasses. Most people these days, they're not that interested in. Excuse me for 1 second. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to kind of separate the dogs a little bit. But anyway, so so I decided earlier this year that I was gonna shut the company down. It was just not profitable, and it was putting a lot of strain on me. Um, but in the process of running that company, I had I got myself in a pretty good amount of debt, and that is what has ultimately led to the position that I'm in now. And that's, this is my fault. But again, whatever. Now I got an opportunity to move forward, get shit straight, um, put my work in, and things of that nature. So that's why I haven't been doing as many videos and stuff like that. I've had other stuff going on that I really need to take care of. And I feel that you guys deserve an answer, to, why I haven't been doing as much stuff. And that's, it crushes me that I'm in this position and that this has happened. But I'm just looking at it from, a mindset point of view, in terms of how things have been. What's up, Import Man? Um, honestly, it really is the best thing. I'm going to be moving not real far away. I'm going to be about, at first, I'm moving to my cousin's house at first, which is about a half hour away, which is kind of almost in between the new job and home. But once I get some money in the bank and stuff, I'm going to go get my own place. The nice thing is that it's kind of out in the fucking, not really the boonies. There's, a lot of nice stuff out there. DeKalb is kind of half farmland, kind of city, but everything is still very reasonable. It's also a college town, which is kind of, whatever. But this, so I'll be able to get a nice place, and yeah, I know that. I appreciate that point. Um, I'll be able to get a nice place, and it won't cost me a fucking arm and a leg. Like if I was working over in the area that I'm in now, a one-bedroom apartment here is like $1,200 or something like that. Out there, I can get like a really modern two-bedroom apartment for about $900 a month. So that's kick ass, and I'll be like 10 minutes away from the place. So I won't have to worry about travel and shit like that. 'Cause now where I'm at, I had to travel all the way downtown to the Loop, and that was an hour. I know it's gonna suck being away from the kids, and I know working a third shift is gonna fucking blow too. But I won't have to deal with traffic. I'm gonna sleep during the day while my kids are at school, so that way when they get off, I will be able to, come and visit them whenever. Uh, um, this stuff all isn't finalized yet in terms of what my hours are or anything like that. Yeah, yeah. My wife doesn't like vaping. Um, she always bitches about it. And, oh, it smells. And all this other shit. She's very, very sensitive about certain things. Um, and women have a right to be whatever. I'm not going to say that she's a bad person. But the thing is that I will be in DeKalb, Illinois. The the way that things are right now, we're friends, and for the kids, that would be the best way to keep things. Would be as friends. I don't want to. She'll help me with all picking. She's super smart, number one, but she's going to help me pick out like all my benefit plans and stuff like that. Which will be good. Which will be good because she's good at that shit. She'll help me pick out the insurance plans and shit like that. And, I mean, I never had to do any of that stuff. So, they offer some nice shit just to show you guys. And, and you get see, I've been reading about reading employees. Um, the nice thing is benefits start day one. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna love the third shift myself because I'm more of a nighttime person than I am a daytime person. But again, uh, Thanks, Phil. I really appreciate it, buddy. Uh, yeah, I mean, again, I don't I think that the bitching about vaping is a lack of education about it, and I've tried to tell her to, look up about it and stuff like that. Look, find out some. Don't take my word for it. And she reads all this fucking bullshit about, all of the bad chemicals, and I'm like, but if you know the product that you're using, you're reading information that's from years ago. There's more and more information that's coming out that says that that is exactly the opposite of what that other bullshit said. So I feel like when it comes to relationships and people getting stuck in their ways and not liking someone, it's like, well, would you rather have me smoke a stinky stick or vape? And she's like, well, I'd rather have you not do either, which is kind of understandable. But I'm like, I'm in a pressure job. Like being a jewelry salesman is a pressure job. People think it's all big money. It isn't. It isn't big money. Most of the people die doing their job. They die from heart attacks and shit like that. Um, and so for me, I enjoy it. I like the fact that it's actually helped me lose about 10 to 15 pounds, even being kind of inactive, because I can say, hey, you know what, I feel like freaking vaping some banana pudding, and I go get it, and it craves my my want for it. And there's I don't understand. This is me. I understand that vaping can't fill the hunger part of it, but why don't they use it more for food therapy and stuff like that? People that need to lose small amounts of weight, things of that nature. You don't have to give them liquid with nicotine. Just give them liquid with the flavor that they like. I understand chocolates are a hard, hard flavor to master, but there's so many other sweet flavors like ice creams and pies and bakeries and cereals and shit like that. I don't understand why. I suppose when more medical information comes out saying that it's 99% safe, but of course 100% safe is what everybody wants, but that'll never, or 95% above, whatever. Um, it's just me. I don't understand that. Um, But what do you guys have going on this weekend? Anything good? Me, I went to there's like a meat processing center, not a processing center, but like a big meat plant, I guess you can almost call it. And they do sausages and steak and chicken and pork. And they have the one thing I didn't like when I went in there, I was like, damn, man, that's kind of nasty. They have chicken in these they cut it all up and they put it in this box. And people just kind of reach in there. And I was like, I would fucking buy chicken. No fucking way, man. I don't know what the hell these people have been. But everything else was like pretty nice, like the beef and stuff like that. The butchers it up the way you want it and stuff. I got some back ribs and things like that. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing for me. Like my car right now has almost 200,000 miles. The negative thing for me with what's going on with my life is that I'm going to have to pretty much walk away from the house. Like I made the decision inside that I'm not gonna fight that. I want my kids to stay in the place. I rather for me the memories here are mostly great, but lately haven't been. So I kind of decided I'm just gonna walk away from my house. Um, so that means that I'm not going to be paying the mortgage, but I am going to need a new car though. My wife has the Mercedes, and I've got a 2005 Toyota Highlander with 190 something thousand miles on it. But Still runs good, still drives good. The only thing I got to do is put some tires on that bitch and probably get a suspension for it. But my cousin's buddies, they all work on cars so I'll just be able to drive like 500 feet up the road, and they got a nice garage and stuff, and they don't really try. It's more of a neighborhood there, more like a family neighborhood. They all hang out and shit like that. Um, one other thing about getting the 3M job versus the paratransit job, you can't even drink. Like you can't do anything. I was like, fuck, man, that's got to be like really rough. At least with the 3M job, I can drink. Good morning, Kimmy. Yeah, I'm not complaining about it. It's just I'm gonna have to put some money into it, and I got to make that decision. Do I want to put the couple grand in there? Tires are about $700 for good tires on it. That would be like the fourth set of tires on that fucking thing. Um, shit like that. I have to make the decision whether I want to invest the money into the car or just like take my lumps and trade in and make payments on a newer car, more economic car too, because it's a V6, and in the summer it gets 20 miles a gallon if you're long stretches, without stopping. But in the wintertime, the gas mileage drops off a lot. It winds up dropping down to like 17 miles a gallon, which with me doing as much driving as I do is not good. Nice, Beast Moon. Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. I had that car since it was new. I mean, I had that car since it was 12 miles. I think I had on it when we drove it off the lot. Do you guys have any suggestions for? You know, I wouldn't say I want just a car. I would say would want more something in between an SUV and a car. That's economical and fuel and stuff like that. Order my tires on eBay. I have to look into that. Do you buy them directly from like I usually go to Costco. The reason I go to Costco is because it includes, the nitrogen or whatever they put in the tires and all the rotations are all included in the price and road hazard and shit like that. Chevy Equinox. Okay. Don't get a sob. I've heard that before. Definitely, definitely. I mean, honestly, well, let's see. I've had older American cars. Then I moved into we got a Chrysler Sebring. I was kind of shit because the engine wasn't powerful enough. It had no turning radius. The battery was hidden behind the fucking front tire, so you had to take the tire off to get to the fucking battery and put it on. I was like, what the fuck is this? Then I had a Volkswagen, and man, the repair costs on that. Once you like, it seems like as soon as you hit past through the warranty ends, that shit fucking starts falling apart. And I take care of my cars. It's not like I don't take care of my cars. Then we bought a Nissan. My wife wanted a Nissan Rogue. I always got the hand me down cars. She got the new cars, and I got the hand me down. So she got the Highlander, and then she was like, "Well, I want the Rogue," so I traded in my Passat towards the Rogue. And that thing's a piece of shit. The fucking headrests weren't even adjustable. I'm like, this thing fucking sucks. So then she traded in the Rogue for the Mercedes, and honestly, the Toyota has been the best one out of all of them in terms of like reliability and stuff like that. Yeah, Rav4. Yeah. Okay, I'll have to look into it. I mean, what kind of tires were they and shit like that? What's up, Doc? How you doing, buddy? Just talking about what's going on with my channel, what's going on with me personally. I like to share with you guys. You guys are, I consider you all family. I talk to you guys more than I talk to my actual friends. My friends pretty much kind of abandoned me. All the people out here are more my wife's friends, so that makes it even worse because now, I don't know if they know exactly what's going on, but I'm sure she's told them what's going on. So for me, you guys are my outlet. So um, even though I don't physically get to, have contact with you guys, I just feel like I can talk to you about whatever it is. um, yeah. So in terms of my live schedule and shit like that, I have no idea what it's going to be. I don't even, maybe it's some weird fucking time that it might just wind up being me by myself because everybody else will be working or whatever, unless it's a weekend or some shit like that, which would suck, But I feel that I can kind of be fun sometimes. I haven't even had my coffee yet this morning. I'm just dragging ass. The wife took the kids downstate because I'm sure she's talking with her father about, you know, she uh, she makes a good amount of money, and it kind of kills me that her parents are going to wind up having to pay the mortgage and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? See, that's the other thing with me. Me, I'm fucking plain Jane. I don't give a shit if I'm wearing Kirkland brand jeans from Costco. They cost $14 a pair, but they're 3 times as thick as any of those fucking Levi jeans that you pay 50, 60. I don't give a shit about the tag or any of that stuff. I don't care about organic food or not organic food. The only thing I care is that I'm not eating fucking crap. That's that and that kills me. Like she likes to go to Whole Foods. You go to Whole Foods, you walk out and spend $250, and you got like 3 meals for 4 people. It's like, what the fuck, man? I go to Mariano's over here, which is a good store. It's not a generic store like Terra or anything like that. Mariano's, good store. And I would spend $150, and I would get 4 or 5 days worth of meals out of it, including a few snacks for the kids and stuff like that. So I'm a different mindset. I would prefer to stuff money in the bank. Um, she's high maintenance kind of. She likes to go have $200 meals. Um, she likes to shop at Whole Foods. She likes Under Armour clothes when you can buy, a similar product for instead of $45, you can get it for $15 or $20. So what it doesn't say Under Armour doesn't mean that it's less quality or anything like that. We're just different people. We've grown apart, and that's what I was saying. Just sitting here thinking mentally, it's better. It's better that we're sitting. Oh, thanks, Charles. I appreciate it, man. Like I say, you guys have. I've only been doing vaping full time for. I was just looking like 9 months, roughly 10 months, um, and I've only been doing shows and live streams and really being part of the community for 7 months, roughly. So you all have really accepted me, and that makes me feel good. This will give me opportunity to go to conventions and shit like that. I'll be able to, you know, have more time, meet more people, create my own path. Because things have been done for me pretty much all the time. I mean, I didn't have to put any effort into it myself. And Mariana, Yeah, 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 yeah. I have to go physically go get coffee. I don't have a coffee machine in my house because my wife doesn't like the smell of coffee. So, and I'm a huge coffee drinker. I love fucking coffee. So again, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's so many things that I she's put things on the side of herself. I can't say that it's all on my side, but I put so much of me to the side. Like I don't go to concerts anymore. I used to go to fucking concerts all the time. I used to be, you know, at shows all the time. I used to go out quite a bit, and I put all of that aside because I had to, and I chose that I was gonna pay more attention to kids and be, for instance, like I quit smoking pot. I quit smoking pot. Oh, what has it been like 3.5 months now? And honestly, I feel I smoked pot every day since I was 12 years old until just a few months ago, and I quit. And I haven't had any since then. And honestly, my thinking is a lot clearer and stuff like that. Uh, I came from a fucked up family, uh, and that's part of it. But I can't really. I blame myself for some of the things. Sure, just like you'd be an asshole if you didn't take part of it. But the way that I look at it now, this is a fucking great opportunity for me. It sounds bad, but I'll be there for the kids. But this is a great opportunity for me as a person, me refinding myself. Uh, just, so that's what's been going on. What do you guys want to talk about other than that? Oh yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Thank you, techies. I'm not uh, taking it in a bad way. I'm being positive. You know, the only thing I can do, I have to for my kids. I just have to. The only thing that, like I said, the biggest thing that's going to suck is the fact that I'm not going to see my kids as much. But I have full access to them. I'm not getting any of that shit. She wants physical custody. Fine. I have physical custody of them. That'll give me an opportunity to concentrate on getting my end rolling. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, and like I say, honestly, I'm a little bit excited about it. It sounds weird to I got this like tingly feeling about it and shit like that. You get that energy or something big's gonna happen, and like this is like your chance, your time to seize the moment. Your opportunity to prove every other motherfucker wrong. Like my soon-to-be ex-wife says, you prove your worst critic wrong, and that's you. And I was like, wow, okay. She's right though. I am my own worst critic. I am my own worst enemy. And people only have an effect on you if you allow them to. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I know my kids are strong. I mean, my daughter, she's an all-star cheerleader, so she has 30 plus sisters that she can go to, and they'll be there along with her dad. My son is an extremely intelligent kid. He's a little bit introverted in terms of like having a lot of friends. He's a real mama's boy, but that's the way it was set up. My daughter is a real daddy's girl because my wife did football and wrestling while I had to do cheer. And don't ask me how that fucking worked out. It was just one of those things. It was just he was playing sports before she was, so that was always the role that she had. That she could football, and so I wound up taking her to cheer. until last year, I was the one that went on all the road trips. Like I would go to St. Louis, Kentucky, Florida, Texas, and all these different places. And then last year, she decided that she wanted to do it, and so that kind of got taken away from me. So I wound up being the person that just kind of stayed home and took care of the dogs and stuff like that to minimize expenses because it wound up costing $200-300 a weekend just for the dog expenses for someone to come over and take care of them because you can't leave your. I would never kennel my dogs. Or anything like that. They deserve their comfort, their family pets and stuff like that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Alan? Um, Anybody got anything new? It's going to be a while before I get like any new mods or stuff like that. Like I said, I got shit to take care of before I can start getting my collection going again. The next thing I think I'm going to get is probably a really nice Squad box, a nice one though. I'm not really interested in having 10 of them. See, that's the thing with me. I'm not interested in having 10 different regulated mods and 10 different tube mods and 10 different squad. That's not me. Um, I am a pretty simple guy. Like I said, I prefer to have one good one or two good ones. I'd rather have 10 liquids than the fucking like 300 that I got. That's the other thing. I'm gonna. You guys hit me up on Instagram if you're interested in any liquids or anything, and I'll set you guys up because I need to get rid of a lot of this shit. So yeah, the only I would like to get one from that guy that what the hell is it, neck level carving. Um, now the wood box mods. The bad thing with them is the fact that they do warp. Wood warps. It gets wet, it warps. So things start not fitting properly and stuff like that. Now, snab wood, stabilized wood, those are an epoxy wood. So those don't have that issue. um, the stabilized woods don't have that issue. Uh, and that's the route I think I'm going to go. Oh, shit. I don't know. I think I might just burnt my cotton. But you know what? If I burnt my cotton, it doesn't really fucking matter because with his anger at it, that doesn't fucking matter. Hey, if you look, I have two different color eyes. Holy shit, they're really showing up today. Some days are a lot different than others, but you can see this one's almost like I don't know, like a weird ass hazel or something, and this one's like a grayish color. But doctor told me that I might have absorbed a twin when I was developing, and I was like, really? I might have absorbed the twin. Nah, I think it's because my mom was a fucking hippie. I'll tell you a story. Here's the story. I was born in 1970. I was born in San Francisco, California. Hey, what's going on, Rachel? I was born in San Francisco, California. I was born Fifth and Haight, which is right in the middle of Hippie Town. Uh, I lived there for a year, and then my mom moved back to her parents' house, which is here in Illinois, in Hinsdale, which is a well-off community. It wasn't at that time. But I never met my father. I guess my father was back then they had migrant, they call them gypsy like farmers. They were migrant farmers. So they would travel up and down the coast as the crops needed picking. And that's what they did. So yeah, I'm a hippie kid, man. I'm fucking. You ever met a hippie kid? This is a fucking hippie kid right here. That's kind of trippy. Yeah, Peyton Ashbury. And the other weird thing is I've been to California, but I have not been to San Francisco. I have not gone and checked it out. I would, um, I would love to go check it out. Yeah, well, see, I mean, but that's the thing, though. Like my soon-to-be ex-wife, she's like, you spend so much time with this stuff, and I'm like, well, it's my hobby. And she's like, how can vaping be a hobby? And it's like, well, let me count the ways. One, I like it, and that should be the only thing that fucking matters. Does anybody need an excuse or a reason for a hobby? Like my other hobby is fishing. I love fishing. So if I were to have gone fishing all the time, she'd be like, you're spending too much time fishing. It was like for a while I played some video games because I was at home and my son likes video games, so we played video games. Why you play so many video games? Because I like it. Excuse me. So, why should there be anything wrong with that? Why should there be anything wrong with what somebody? She's like, well, you should do things that are, involve more people. I'm like, well, the more people you have involved in shit, a lot of times the worse it, a lot of times the more people you have involved in something, the worse it is. You have too many different people with different, mindsets about what they want to do, or it's like fuck it. The less people that are involved in stuff, the easier it is a lot of times. And that's the way that I looked at it. I don't care. In the end, I don't care. I got my friends online. I have some family, not a lot of family. And I have my kids, and I'm going to have a good career. So, those are the things that I need to really work on. What's up, Link? Yeah, hey, Link, you want to come on, man? Yeah, let me invite you. Uh, unless your son is still there. Email sent, dude. My battery's almost dead. I appreciate that. That means a lot. That really means a lot. I all right. For instance, now, how many of you are say really close to your family like you were when you were a kid? Like that you moved a certain amount of distance. Ah, okay, it's all good, dude. Uh, how many of you have stayed close to your family, or are for? I should put it differently. How many of you are fortunate enough to have been able to stay with your family, or stay close with your family? Now, here's another thing. A few years in a row at some of the Christmas parties, my soon-to-be ex-wife had disagreement with my mom and my sister, so I kind of forsaken them, or whatever. I was just like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with bullshit. Yeah, that's awesome important. I'm just like, I don't want to hear her being upset about my mom and my sister, so I kind of cut them out of my life. I'm still kind of close with my brother. I'm close with one of my cousins, but she cut off my other cousin. So I made a decision. I cut off all my cousins and my sister and my mom. My stepfather, I don't really get along well with him either. Now, these are all decisions that I made, that I chose to make. And so now I can maybe like see if I can work things out with them. I don't know if I'm interested right now in doing it, but maybe in a little bit. BRB was raised by wolves. Oh yeah, dude. What movie was I watching the other day? Oh, I was watching that Split movie. That movie's fucking tripped out. You guys seen that movie? I thought it was pretty good. The way that he was able to play all the different characters in it, it was pretty good. I thought it was fucking. He did a good job. How he turned into that like monster. Chick shot him twice with a fucking shotgun. He was just like, kind of like that shit ain't gonna fuck me up. I was like, God damn. I know it was only bird shot, but I have a feeling there's gonna be a part two to that. See, oh, that's the other thing. Food for us. Like I was telling you, she'll go to Whole Foods and she'll buy some. She's not a big vegetable eater. So mostly everything was always just meat and potatoes. Or just, I don't know, meat and fucking potatoes or pizza. Me, I'll sit down. I was like grill a chicken breast or a couple chicken breasts, saute them or season them, however, throw it in a salad. Fuck no, no salad in this house. Yeah, see, that's my grandparents raised me pretty much because um, my stepdad and my mom were heroin addicts. So over the summertime, they basically dropped me off at my grandparents' house because they couldn't do it without during school year because the state would come after them. Stuff like that. All right, peace out, Lauren. Have a good nap. No, today's football day, isn't it? Football season start this weekend. I haven't been paying attention at all. I know her. She'll wind up watching this fucking video. Be like, you were vaping in the house. You're like, fuck you. What are you gonna do? Kick me out? No, next Sunday. Fuck. All right. That's all right. I gotta like trim shit down, figure out what I'm gonna dump. I got a lot of stuff to get rid of. I don't need to take a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm pretty simple. I just need clothes. I got my projector, little portable projector, fucking homemade screen, all my vape shit. I got some old video game systems if anybody's interested. I got the original Nintendo with Robbie the Robot, the button guy. Sega Master System, I think N64. I got some shit like that. If you guys are interested in any of that stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go to the video game shop and get rid of it. Haven't touched any of that stuff. Oh no, Tyler, that's the thing. I'm going to my cousin's house and fucking it, he just recently went through a divorce. But yeah, no, I'm gonna go over to his house. I'm gonna fucking. He's got a really nice patio out there, and I'm gonna bring my smoker and my grills. The smoker was a Christmas present, so they can't tell me that I have to give that back. But I got a nice Weber grill and I got a nice Weber kettle grill. I'll bring all that shit and put it out on the deck, and we'll be smoking meat all the time. That would be cool because my cousin's a good guy. Yeah, he's and it's weird that it happened to work out like that. But he recently got a divorce, so he has a house, and the only thing is I'll have to deal with his kids coming over all the time, which really isn't a big deal because they're good kids, but they're still kind of young. And I hope to only be there maybe 6 months. That's my ultimate goal. 6 months, get out of there and get into my own fucking place, if not sooner. 6 months will get me through winter. Um, and hopefully by next spring, I'll be able to like I say, get out of there, and it'll keep my costs down. The only thing with keeping my costs down is the fact that she'll get more. only thing with that. The more keep my costs down, the more money you show them. I sent another invite. I sent it to your Gmail, dude. I sent it to your Gmail. So look in your Gmail. Yeah, like I say, I am pretty excited. I mean, the nice thing about his place is that he's a block and a half from the river. I love fishing, so a block and a half down the fucking road, I'm right on the river. Um, he lives in these geos, whatever domes. The two domes connected by it, so it looks like fucking boobs. He lives in these. The only thing with living in places like that, there's no flat walls. Everything is curved. So I can't really hang anything. There's only like the interior walls are the only thing that are flat. So that kind of sucks. That part of it kind of sucks. But hey, you know what? I'm not going to be watching much TV. Most I'll be doing probably is on my laptop and shit like that. We're about to have Stinky Winky on here. We'll change up the show a little bit and send this out to him again. Think's a good guy. He's been, talking with me this whole time about what's going on. When I was feeling really shitty. I was feeling pretty shitty. I was down in the dumps quite a bit. Honestly, I didn't know if I was going to even be able to continue on, pretty much, which is sad to say. But now I look at it differently. Now I look at it like, you know what? Fuck it. What was meant to be was meant to be. Oh my god, dude. You're worse than my soon-to-be ex-wife. I'm just kidding. um, sorry, I'm eating on camera here. Just wanted to. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so today I think I'm gonna re-wick shit, and I'm gonna try and do a review on that coated line. Let me go get it real quick. If any of you know Sarkaz Vapes, she she did these, and the fucking review was hysterical. Do I have? Oh, give me one more minute, please. Give me one more minute. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Let me go get a mod from upstairs. All right, I'm back. I'm back in black. All right. Let's see.
What I miss?
Oh, just me bitching, dude. You didn't miss anything.
What are you bitching about, my friend?
Nah, not bitching about anything, dude. All right, we're gonna try this fucking drip code shit.
That Dripco? Is that menthol shit?
It's supposed to be mint, I think.
Why are
But
they
that's
sending you mint?
English and sarcasm fucking basically choke out.
Yeah, I'm only going to be able to stay for a few minutes. I've got my son and got to run him back up to the cities here in a little bit.
Yeah. It's all right. I'll probably do another live stream in a little while.
I probably am going to do my normal Sunday show if you want to come on there.
Sure. That sounds good.
I'll send you an invite. That sounds great. We've got a lot of people here. Holy cow. You're a popular guy.
For early Sunday morning, yeah, I was up to almost 20 people. I was kind of surprised, honestly. I was just coming on to say, tell people what was going on with the channel and stuff, since I haven't been uploading much content. But you know, I come clean, so people know and what the fuck's going on. They're not just wondering what the fuck is going on. Hey, what's up, Eddie Bear? What's going on, dude?
For some reason today, your two different color eyes are horribly distracting, you fucking weird human being. You're like two different people or something. Yeah, one of them's definitely brown, the other one's blue. It's fucking me up.
Yeah, no, my belly button isn't swirling though.
Yeah, I don't even have that up. I better get on it. Oh, I don't have a toolbox.
I don't know why mine doesn't fucking work. I tried putting that side panel bullshit on, and it's I don't know why it's fucking not working.
Well, my toolbox.
I know.
Well, mine worked.
What's that?
Mine worked. I can upload I'm uploading my overlay right as we speak.
Oh, you have to upload an overlay to do that? Is that how you do it? What the fuck?
That's how I got the belly button. That's a custom overlay I had made.
I just wanted my tagline to be in it.
Yeah, the lower third I don't use anymore since I had this made, so I don't know. I had problems on my stream on Thursday that lower thirds weren't working through Google, but if you went on through Microsoft, then they worked.
Yeah, fuck them.
So it all depends. Here, let me slide this view window over so I can see chat. I see Tyler Tango's out there. Crispy Vapors.
Yeah,
that dude's the shit.
Yeah, we got
huge shout out to that guy.
We got some fucking good people in the audience. Good people in the chat.
Some heavy hitters, huh?
Oh yeah.
So that VGod mech, the VGod official sale, that ends tomorrow. If anybody hasn't got down with that, I suggest that you go take a look at that. If you go to official VGod, it's 40% off any of the Mech Pro line, and then you use the code BONES, BONES, and you get another 20% off your cart. It's just a smoking deal. It ends up being $56 for the entire Mech Pro mod setup, which is straight up legit.
All right, this is the orange one. This is code 16. I don't know what each one is, but it's an orange question mark, and it kind of smells like orange, so I assume it's orange. It's 3 milligrams.
No.
70/30. It says low nick, but low nick I think is 3 milligrams. It says certified cold certified. Okay.
It's certified. If it's not bad, it's certifiable.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead. Let me choke myself out here.
Yeah, you're not usually a menthol kind of guy. I'm actually kind of surprised.
I like mint, but I don't like menthol. Okay, here we go.
the face of awesomeness right there, huh?
Wow. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad.
Really?
No, it's fucking wow. That's cold feeling.
Oh, does it have that cooler in it?
Yeah, that's
If
like
you keep
cold
if you
almost. Like whoa, wait a
if you
minute.
keep vaping it, let me know if the top of your mouth gets weird. Because I had that that brain freeze had that the cooling agent um, flavoring in it, kind of simulates an ice cream headache.
Yeah,
And my channel, if you follow me, Charles, my channel is if you follow the three dots on when I type in chat, it'll bring you to my channel.
oh gee, I
What's
was
up, Giancarlo?
gee, I was just telling people about why I haven't been putting up much content. I got shit going on at the house. You know, I'm heading towards a divorce, and I'm gonna be moving and shit like that. So that's why I haven't been putting out as much content. I'm also getting ready to hopefully start a new career at 3M, um, which is going to be taking up a lot of my time because I can work many hours as I want, depending on if they need it. But it's coming into holiday season, you know, for 3M, everybody needs fucking tape and all that other bullshit. So I was just giving an update. That's really what the update is, and that's why I haven't been putting out a lot of content. I just wanted everybody to know what exactly was going on. I felt like my subscribers deserve to know what's going on because they fucking follow me and expect things. You sent me product, and I'll get all of that shit taken care of once I wind up moving out and stuff like that. So that's been taking up my time. Uh, and it's hard, but again, it's an opportunity for me to find me again because I am not me. I am I am a shell of myself, a shell of the person that I used to be, and I fully admit that. I used to be a fun-loving guy, and now I'm just kind of
When?
that goes through fucking motions.
When?
The fucking day, fucking wake up. Thank you, G. I appreciate that, man. You're a good dude, man. There's no doubt about it. Everybody, if you guys like different blends, go check out his fucking liquid because they are quality. I mean, they're just a little bit different, but they are. Hey, if you want to try a savory vape, try the fucking Phantom Ravioli. I mean, the first few pulls will be definitely different, but then it turns into that fucking pizza. That's all I can say. Some people love it, and I like it. I think it's pretty fucking good. But oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Labor Day is the coupon code. You get 30% off until the 5th. That makes them even better. $15 of 30 mil. So you take 30% off. That's three. That's 450. So that makes them like 1050 a piece, I believe, for 30 mil. And for quality handcrafted liquids, like the Door and Omegaddon and things like that, it's worth the extra money. Guaranteed.
I have to say, this lady is awesome. Omegaddon is awesome. This guy has been awesome. Um, yeah, like there is so many people in this industry that are just come out and are just stand up fucking great human beings. Giancarlo is no exception. He's a fucking really nice guy. I've been amazed at how involved he is in all this.
Yeah, and make sure you support the people that try to do positive things in the industry. Like Tommy Vapors and Nikki and Rochelle and all of those people. Link, they all try to do positive shit, stuff in the industry. Pippa, she's in another country. She still try, the vaping Kiwis, you know,
The Kiwis.
all of those people. They're all positive people. We need to fucking start getting rid of the negative bullshit that's out there because it's just too much negativity. and it really is dragging everybody down into this kind of cesspool of bullshit. That's really all I want to talk about that, because my show isn't about that. My show is about moving fucking forward. Let's do things the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. I just wanted to come on and show my support for you. Let you know that you mean a lot to everybody. You got 515 cheering fans screaming your name as you go through this a not great time in your life. I've been through it. You need anything, let me know. I'm only like, what, 3 or 4 hours down the road?
That's right. It's not 5, but yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and once this move is over, the move I'm about to do, because my house is up for sale. Once that's all over, you'll be welcome anytime.
Same here, man. Same here.
We'll have to get together, and we'll have to do that real awkward show where we're sitting in the same room, and everybody will be like, "I just don't like it. It makes me uncomfortable." Well, the really, really, really wide pan angle and stuff.
But all right, man. Go enjoy your time with your son.
Yeah, I have a few minutes still. I'm waiting for somebody to get back here before we leave. So I've got just a few minutes, but I thought I'd do the goodbyes in case I have to pop out. Yeah, Manny, it's a real bromance. Like we even FaceTimed each other once. It was weird. It's weird because like Beauty and the Vape, I FaceTime with her pretty regularly. And I don't think that's weird. But then when guys FaceTime me and just for a question and stuff, it always goes, well, that's kind of weird. I don't know what it is about FaceTiming with a dude. It's a little awkward sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, you can do it with a woman all day.
Yeah, Lifa has been there for me too. And I really appreciate you, man. I didn't realize, the kind of person you were. Thank you, man. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, but like I say, man, once I get this shit all done, man, and I get, a schedule and shit like that, I'll figure out something, or be probably next summer, but I'll figure out something where we can, maybe I'll rent they have those pavilions in the forest preserves you can rent. Maybe I'll do that and set something up, and we can all fucking go and just have a good time. I'll get a keg and shit.
A keg?
I'll smoke some pork. And
this sounds like a vapor queue.
Yeah, I would really like that. I would really, that would be awesome. I mean, even if it winds up being going to a convention and meeting everybody, I'd love to do that also. But yeah, I really want to meet. I want to meet some of you motherfuckers. You'll FaceTime Ducky when you're booping. Well, last night I was actually in the shack, and I was on the toilet. I had everything turned off, and I would just pop on for a second, say something, and then mute the mic real quick. But I was telling him about, I don't know if you saw the video with Fogging Out with the Batman. He did the Anger Rabbit opinion video, vaping that shit at 720 plus watts.
And all I had to say is that fucking shit is barbaric, dude. Nobody needs a fucking 18 volts of fucking sheer fucking 18650s fucking pumping through. That shit's crazy.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, if you guys haven't checked it out, go check it out. He says a lot of the same things that most of us have been saying this whole time, is that it's fucking cotton. It doesn't. It's fucking cotton.
And to be honest, since I got it, it's all I've used. And I publicly on camera threw my pack of the cotton bacon over, and I have all the juices that I have, and it's on the other. It hit that wall and it went down that little crack, and it's still sitting down there. I mean, I would have thought like, oh, I'm gonna go back to it, and I just haven't. I've had the Angle Rabbit cotton, I just haven't found a reason to go back to cotton bacon. The dry hit stuff it's amazing. It just recovers so much better. But it's not about the cotton, as Mosh said. It's really not. But if you go to Cafe Intervape and you use the code MOSH, it'll save you 10% off and you'll get free shipping.
Right now, use
Nikki.
15% off.
Yeah, Nikki 15, I think, and free shipping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't take anything, so it doesn't matter. You use my coupon, you use coupon. It's the biggest thing is that there's a discount available for you guys. So,
yeah, that's why I'm over the moon on that VGOD deal, because I it's not my affiliate link, it's a affiliate link. I was told about the deal. I'm telling you guys because that deal is too good to pass out. That tube is usually $80 and that atomizer is usually $50. To get the whole set for $56 is unheard of. It's unreal. And I looked on there the other day, the Elite is actually 20% off now. However, I don't believe that the coupon, the additional 20% doesn't work on that.
Right.
But the Elite, the VGOD Elite is $80 instead of, I think it was 107 or something like that.
Hang on a minute. I got chaos. You go ahead.
Yeah, I'll try to carry the show here for a second while you're away. Cotton bacon is still good. I'm not saying cotton bacon isn't good. It's just since I've had the Angle Rabbit, I haven't found a need to go to it. I feel like the Angle Rabbit satisfies all of my vaping needs. And you know, I think vaping or the cotton bacon probably still has its place for some style of vaping or not. It's just I don't vape that way. And if you haven't tried the cotton, not the cotton bacon, if you haven't tried the Angle Rabbit cotton, I would highly recommend you do that because it is something something awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that, Rachel. Yeah, if I find out any really awesome MechMod deals here after the Labor Day, I will definitely let you know. So stay tuned to me or Mosh because we'll definitely throw out any other good MechMod deals that come along. An Authentic for $56, you just can't beat it. I understand if you can't finance it or can't come up with the financials till Tuesday. That's the problem, and it is what it is. But we'll let you know on the next deal, and hopefully you can get down with that. But there's usually always, you know, there's always some good deal in vaping to be had.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. You know, as a community, we have to keep people aware of it. You know, hey.
And Alan Gorby says that Nikki B15 is the code. It's not Nikki 15. It's Nikki B15.
Yep. Mr. Guwap Adore does have Sinful Apple back. Sinful Apple Roll, I believe is it Sinful Apple Roll? Oh.
Sinful Apple Roll, yeah.
So yeah, definitely.
Back.
She's put out. Well, she brought it back. It wasn't available for a while, but she said she got 2 new flavors in the last 3 months. Hey, you know, again, I'd rather have a limited number of flavors from a company than so many that they lose track of shit.
Absolutely.
Considering she does all that stuff herself, it's pretty fucking incredible when you think about it.
Yeah, it's there's certain companies out there, the Omegaddon, the Vaping Swag, Omegaddon. Did I already say Omegaddon? I feel like I said it twice. That's just because it's that good. Dawn from Adore. There's Vaporlick. There's a lot of these companies that are, you know, homemade, handcrafted, locally distributed, all that kind of stuff that just seem to really shine here as of late in my reviewing end of things. Like those juices seem to just be fantastic.
Yep.
West End, that's another West End with the motorcycle themed. Get your Batwing, your ape hangers, your saddlebags. as a motorcycle enthusiast, I absolutely love his line.
Have not tried it, so I don't know. I can't comment on something that I haven't tried. Just like I haven't tried Vaporlick, I take everybody's word on that in terms of it being good.
Well, we'll find out, because at this point I've only had his I've had 4 of his, and I talked to him the other day, and he's going to get the rest of the 6 of his line out to me. So I'll know here in a few days, and I'll have reviews dropping all next week. And part of them will be, I still have, I don't know, I've got about 12 bottles in my queue, but I'll probably get those out just because it's a line.
Yeah. And as a community, that's what we also have to do. We have to remember to support these companies, because
Modfogs is really came out the gate killing it as well. I had to contact them because this Ringtail Rossi, I vaped too much. I just got, you know how you grab a bottle and you just start vaping on it, and you like lose track of how much is left and all that, and then like I looked down and was like, oh my god, I've got like 2 mils of it left.
Oh, and another great line is the Amish collection. That's another really, really good line. Clean labels, stuff like that. Their flavors.
That also is a Cafe Intervape, being carried on Cafe Intervape. The Headbangers Ball is also on Cafe Intervape. That is made by my co-host for my Sunday show, Dave Vapes, from Headbangers Ball E-Liquids. They're killing it. He used to be on West End site. Now he's over at Cafe Intervape. His juice is some slamming shit. But yeah, I got a boogie. I gotta get my boy back to his mom by noon, or he turns into a pumpkin or some shit. So
yeah,
I'll talk to you all later.
Yeah, I'm gonna end the stream, as I've been on longer than I thought I would be. I really appreciate. Omegaddon said contact him on Instagram.
Yeah, I'll hit him up when I get back home.
Again, I really appreciate everyone that came out. Make sure you go check out the link. He's got some quality content. As always, it's been my pleasure to talk to you all. And I'll probably be on this afternoon. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and hearing my rambling bullshit. Marsh out.